Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Liberty Block Blogcasting Journey. As always, brought to you semi-live from Nevermind Where, USA. God bless our troops. If this fires you up, if you find this entertaining or enlightening, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, particularly that last one. Go ahead. Click that subscribe button you know you want to. And now, of course, a shout out to my current subscribers, the MAGA and Maha sophisticates, the conservative compatriots out there, and of course, those of you making your way to or back to the right side of the aisle. So now, it is time to ring that spiritual Liberty Block bell and kick off the show. Iran, the despicable regime, and those actively rooting for our failure, the lamestream media and the left. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling. So the terrorist attacks on our homeland prove the following. Iran is desperate and despicable. The Dems need to fund DHS now. The strikes on Iran are justified. While they target civilians, that is, Iran and the crazy, loony regime, we target military objectives. No other country on the face of God's green earth has done more to attempt to minimize civilian casualties than our country, the United States of America. Moving on, the Michigan synagogue attack was thwarted by internal security and training. As the attacker drove down a hallway after crashing through doors, he was shot. Or maybe he committed suicide. He had managed to trigger an incendiary device, but no one was seriously hurt. The synagogue had just received active shooter training, which likely saved lives. Stephen Ingber, CEO of the Jewish Federation of Detroit, reacted, quote, "The number one thing we have to fund is security, just to be Jewish and worship. The security guards are heroes, one and all." The attack on Old Dominion was thwarted by those in class, all ROTC members. They subdued and killed the attacker, unalived, but only after he unfortunately killed or unalived the class instructor. Rest in peace. A lone gunman in Austin, Texas, or Tejas, sporting a Property of Allah hoodie and a t-shirt with the Iranian flag, I'm assuming not the Persian one, opened fire in a crowd, killing 3 and injuring 14. Last but certainly not least, in New York City, 2 wannabe ISIS thugs threw IEDs into a crowd, and like the shoe bomber from years back, the attack failed, and both have been caught and arrested. Which brings me to a point. Ideology doesn't die. De-radicalization doesn't work. It's a failure. Why? As long as inner conviction persists, the Quran permits deception to prevent harm to yourself or oppression and torture. Extremists have expanded this practice to include lying about beliefs to escape punishment. The outward behavior is meant to mask the growing hatred until it erupts in violence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the issue. We won't know. In these cases, even after punishment has been meted out by our justice system, the radicals can literally fake it until they make it. De-radicalization is a practice that should be 100% abandoned. Naturalized individuals should be charged, tried, convicted, and jailed when they commit acts of terrorism or try to sponsor it. When they have served their sentence, they should be deported. The left, of course, will say the attacks are inspired by our strikes on Iran. That may be. But the left's contention is that the Iranian regime was not a threat. That doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Meanwhile, DHS is still not being funded. Remember, ICE has been funded, so the Dems' ICE fight is all smoke and mirrors. No state-run media clip from Iran or breaking news commentary from the leftist lamestream media will convince me otherwise, and it should not convince you either. Here's another one. ISIL, I-S-I-L, versus ISIS, I-S-I-S. We're not talking about the god. The term ISIL refers to the Levant, which reflects linguistics and a more broad claim of territorial ambition. It includes Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Israel, Palestine, and more. ISIS is the modern borders of Syria and Iraq, much less territory, and it is rejected by those who are wanting statehood, Palestinian statehood. ISIS should be the term, as it concedes nothing. The left, the Democrats, and the lamestream media have missed these points since Clinton, who used both, while the Dems and the left are showing nuance and diplomatic skill. Their use of ISIL does concede a large part of the argument in favor of terrorists and may even concede Israel's right to exist, or nullify Israel's right to exist. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I yield back the balance of my time. Until we meet again, please check in early and often. God bless you all, and God bless our troops. I'm out, guys and gals. Good night.